Hey guys, welcome once again to K-Wood User, and I hope my last video was of great help to you guys. And to pick it up right from where we started the last time, I'd like for us to continue with addition and subtraction of sets. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So first of all, we're going to pick up some rules which will guide us in this part of the topic. So the first rule you must consider is that you must only add and subtract sets which are of the same form or which are alike. When I say which are of the same form or alike, what do I mean? So I mean root of 2 is the same as root of 2, but root of 2 is not the same as root of 3 or root of 5 or root of 7. So if you are to add any set, it must be of the same form. So example, 2 root of 3 plus 4 root of 3 is giving us 6 root of 3. Why 6 root of 3? Because 2, this just implies there's 2 of root of 3, and this also implies that there's 4 of root of 3. So 2 root of 3 plus 4 root of 3, we know 2 plus 4 gives 6. Then we just add set, so 6 root of 3. So this is the main rule. So m root of y plus n root of y gives m plus n root of y. And if for subtraction, it is m root of y minus n root of y giving m minus n root of y. So let's take another example. Let's say 5 root of 2 minus root of 2. First of all, this is implying there's 5 of root of 2, and there's only 1 of root of 2. So this is just like doing 5 minus 1 root of 2, which is giving us 4 root of 2. Yeah. So this is like one of the simplest parts of this topic, so we won't even waste much time on it. But there's something I want us to note. Let's keep this in mind, that root of 5 plus root of 2 is not equal to root of 7. This goes against the law that you must add sets of the same kind, because these sets are of different kinds. This is root of 5, this is root of 2. It's not possible to add them. So yeah, and the same goes for root of 5 minus root of 2. It is not equal to root of 3. It is never possible. So let's keep this one in mind. So let's move on to dealing with addition of more sets. So first of all, there's one particular rule that will guide us in this part. So you must reduce the set to its simplest form. So always reduce the set to its simplest form before you perform any other operation, which in this case is addition and subtraction. So reduce the set to its simplest form before you perform your addition or subtraction operations. So let's pick the first question. Let's say we have 3 root of 8 plus 3 root of 200 minus root of 162. So first of all, before we start, I'd like for us to write our perfect squares. So we have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 132, 144, and the rest. So like I said in my previous video, first of all you must find the highest perfect square. So in this case 8 is divisible by 1, but it's not the highest perfect square. And 8 is divisible by 4, and we can pick that one because this will be our highest perfect square. So in this case becomes 4 times 2, because 4 times 2 gives 8, plus, now in this part also, 200 is also divisible by 4, but then it is not the highest perfect square, so we skip right to 100. 100 will be our highest perfect square in this case, so it will be 100 times 2, because 100 times 2 gives 200. And in this case also, it's going to be 81, so 81 times 2. And if you notice something, you can see that each and every one ends with 2. So this is one trick. So when they are giving a question like this, and then you pick the first 2 sets and you see that the latter number are the same, you should just know that the other end might also have the latter number being the same. Yeah. So this becomes root of 4 times root of 2 plus root of 100 times root of 2 minus root of 81 times root of 2. If you remember from one of our laws in my previous video, root of A times root of B is equal to root of AB. So this is just like the reverse of this rule. So from this side it goes directly to this side. So 4 times 2, reversing it becomes root of 4 times root of 2. So root of 4 gives 2 times root of 2. Root of 100 gives 10 times root of 2. And root of 81 gives 9 times root of 2. So this gives 2 root of 2 plus 10 root of 2 minus 9 root of 2. And in this case also, we also apply another rule. A times B root of C gives AB root of C. So in this case, the bracket plays the role of the multiplication sign. So 3 here plays the role of A and 2 B. So just 3 times 2, 6 root of 2 plus 3 times 10, 30 root of 2 minus 9 root of 2. And in this case, we can perform our operations because they have been reduced, and also the sets are of the same form. So all we have to do is 6 plus 30 minus 9 root of 2. This gives us 27 root of 2. So I hope this is just a first part. So I'm going to give you a second question, so you can pause the video, try and solve it and see how it goes. So root of 75 plus root of 27 minus root of 147. So pause the video and try your hands on this one. So let's continue. So root of 75 becomes root of 25 times 3. So in this case, our latter number is 3, so we should just know. In this case, it will be 9 times 3 minus this gives us 49 times 3. And if you realize, they are all perfect squares and they have the same last number. So this gives root of 25 times root of 3 plus root of 9 times root of 3 minus root of 49 times root of 3. This gives us root of 25 giving 5 times root of 3. This giving us 3 times root of 3. This giving us 7 times root of 3. Which in turn gives us 5 root of 3 plus 3 root of 3 minus 7 root of 3. So they have been reduced. So now we can just perform our operations. 5 plus 3 minus 7 root of 3. So this gives 1. So it's just the same as writing root of 3 as the final answer. I hope you had it right. So let's just pick one more example. So question 3. So we have 3 root of 500 minus 2 root of 125. So you can also pause the video and try and answer this question. So solving, we have, this is very fast, just 100 times 5 minus 225 times 5. This gives us root of 100 times root of 5 minus 2 root of 25 times root of 5. Root of 100 giving us 10 times root of 5 minus root of 25 giving us 5 times root of 5. So this becomes 3, 10 root of 5 minus 2, 5 root of 5. So 3 times 10 giving us 30 root of 5, and 2 times 5 giving us 10 root of 5, which our final answer becomes 20 root of 5. So yeah, so I think that's going to be it for this video. There isn't really a lot to do under this subtopic. All you have to do is just answer a lot more questions under written. You are going to be very fluent and faster. I'm sure they'll get to some parts where you have to ignore certain procedures, like with all the brackets and stuffs. But just to make things clear, so I just have to take it step by step. So thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget to hit the notification bell and remember to subscribe. Thank you very much, and see you later.